Hey, real estate agents, welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga, the man with the plan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent, ready to party hardy.
Oh, yeah?
Well, not really, but...
Already ready for the weekend, huh?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. What's up with that? Hey, we are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We have a special guest with us today, and that guest is Heidi Majidi with Remax Fine Properties.
You did it. You got my name right.
Yes.
Woohoo! First part.
Well, you know, I have it all set there for me. But how are you doing?
I'm well.
Good. I'm just going to call you Heidi then.
That's good.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah,
we're going to have an interesting show. I want you to share some of the things that you're working on in your real estate business. But let's first start with how long you've been in real estate and what really got you into the business.
Sure. I have been in real estate for 12 years. What got me into the business was a really terrible experience I had with an agent. My, at the time, fiance and I were looking for a house, and we had this agent, and she was awful. I mean, communication, couldn't answer our questions, wasn't available. I felt like I pretty much did everything myself when I didn't know what I was doing.
Wow.
And we did wind up closing, and I thought to myself, if this person, fill in the blank, use your choice word. If this person can do this, I could definitely do this. And so it kind of, that's what spearheaded the whole thing. Was I thought I have to provide a better experience than this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right. So what's led you to 12 years now? Mm-hmm. What do you attribute to your successes in real estate right now? What's kind of the main focus?
I think my success in real estate comes from my attitude and my concept and perception of what this really is about. I really am passionate about helping people and helping the community and doing what I can to better a person's situation. Yeah. So if that's buying, if that's selling, if that's renting, whatever that is, my satisfaction comes out of truly helping that person achieve whatever it is for them in that moment.
Okay.
And I come from a very authentic, genuine place. And so I think people can feel that honesty, and I'm very transparent with them. And I just get a lot of referrals because they trust me and they know that I really have their best interest.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah, and we were talking earlier about how you get asked all the time, well, what's your niche? What's this? What's that? And I like what you said. You said your niche is helping people.
Yeah, I
niche,
do. People ask me all the time, what's your niche, or what's your farm, or what's your, and I just say my niche is helping people. I don't discriminate against location or price point. I help anyone, anywhere, regardless of circumstance, and that's my passion. So
yeah. No, totally awesome. Now, and I haven't heard that before. I mean, usually people have a very specific, like you're saying, either luxury niche or first-time buyers or whatever that happens to be, right? Downside, people want to downsize, whatever it is. But I like that a lot. Now, you've been solo agent for quite a while, right?
Yes.
But what I hear is now that you are in the process, right, of kind of building up that team.
Yeah.
So you want to share a little bit about that, like what led to that, you knowing that it's time. Yeah. Right.
So for the past probably about 4 or 5 years now, I have been operating by the seat of my pants. I'm so busy. I have 2 small little kids, and I don't sleep. I pretty much just work all the time. And everyone kept approaching me, you need help. Well, my first team ad, I guess you could say, was getting a transaction coordinator, which was critical. And I did that purely out of, I cannot do this by myself anymore. I just walked into her office and I plopped down, 4 files, and I said, you got to help me. And I never looked back. And that year that I made that decision, I doubled my business because I wasn't tied up with, everything. And a lot of it was a mental shift for me because I was such a hands-on. I want to do everything for my client, And so but she's incredible, and we have the same mindset of helping people and all of that. So that was my first one, and then a few years go by, and then it's I just can't handle it all by myself, and so I went ahead and just kind of put out into the universe. I'm a big law of attraction universe girl, so I just kind of put it out there that I wanted to start a team, and I wanted to align myself with the right people. That was very important to me. And I put out a little Facebook video and just started kind of spewing off at the mouth about what I wanted, and it was really more of a like setting my intention and kind of putting it out there, and how I was kind of appalled at the conversations that I overhear, or some of the people that had reached out to me when they heard I wanted to start a team, and the first thing off their tongue is, what am I going to get out of it? How much money am I going to make? How many deals am I going to do? And I just said, that's not what this is about for me, and I can't have somebody like that affiliated with me or on my team. So put out this book not a book, not yet. That's next. No, I put out this Facebook post, and I just said, if you are interested in just helping people and helping the community, and want to just be a part of something bigger and better than yourself, and you're not in this for the money, then call me, because I'd love to talk to you. And I had a lot of people call me. Crazy, right? You say, awesome. Do you want to do this and not make any money? Because obviously you make money. That's the byproduct. That's not the main thing,
Right.
And I made my first hire last week. I'm super excited about. She's amazing. And I've had a lot of people that have reached out that said, I am going to go to real estate school because I want to work with you. And it's been great. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I will figure it out as I go, but I feel like if I have the right people and put it out there, then abundance will come, and that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, from our conversation before we started, I mean, you obviously know what you're doing with regards to how to get business. I mean, it sounds like almost 100% of your business is referral.
Yeah. So the whole real estate thing. I mean, there's no question that I've got the great realtor part down. It's the business aspect of it that I'm still trying to work out, because I've been so focused on the client for so long. Now I have to switch gears, and so that's been my biggest challenge. But but I'm embracing it. I'm not going to get to the next level if I don't embrace the challenges and the obstacles that come up along the way.
For sure.
Well, I'm sure you have a pretty good support group with a security title and Jackie in the background.
Absolutely. Yes, Miss Jackie.
So what about sharing with us, before we start, I know we were talking a little bit about what drives you. How about, can you share a little bit? What motivates you? What drives you to...
Yeah, this is good.
To do this?
So I've been doing a lot of this whole, I'll back up a sec. So this whole team thing has got me thinking about taking myself to the next level, and I always was my own roadblock. I was blocking my own success from that because I was scared and I had fear, and I'm not good enough, and I can't possibly do that. I'm just gonna, and then I would go back to being an individual solo person. So a lot of that, when I started to dig deeper into kind of a self-awareness of, why am I doing this? Like, what is it that's creating this habit and this constant voice, this, I call it my dark passenger, telling me you can't do it, you're not capable. And so it got, I realized it went all the way back to my childhood, and my my father died when I was very young, and that was a very traumatic experience for me. And because of that, I kind of went into this spiral of just like a depression. I dropped out of high school. I mean, it was one thing after another of trying to just figure out who I was and how do I deal with this like catastrophic thing that happened in my life. And as an adult, I recently realized that whole event of dropping out and always feeling like you're not good enough, and what would have become of you if you were, had a higher education, or, what and so basically that was the driving force of me saying, I can do this, and I'm not going to let that tell me who I am or stop me anymore. And so I've had this, kind of hustle mentality my whole life, just because I felt like I had something to prove,
Yeah.
So, I mean, if a dropout can do what I'm doing and win awards and change people's lives, I mean, anybody can do it.
That was an amazing success story that's come from it, right?
Yeah.
And you're at that point now where you're so busy, you're growing the team, and I think things are working out well at this point.
Yeah.
So how about one thing, before we move to the next segment here, what about one thing you would tell an agent today that's either new to the business, or maybe their business has slowed down a bit? What would you tell them to go do, like right now?
I would tell them to open yourself up to any opportunity. A lot of people are finding that they're not busy because they're too isolated on the whole niche thing, right? They're looking for that $1 million listing. How about the guy that needs a rental for $900? I can't tell you how many times I've helped a rental and they'll say, oh, by the way, my parents own, whatever, and they want to buy $1 million. I mean, you just don't know. Right? So when you make it about them and not about you, then opportunity will present itself to you 100% of the time.
That's great advice.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the things that we would tell people is, a team structure might be a best thing for some of these people too.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, we hear a lot about teams on the show, so I mean, it definitely makes sense. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready to get in the ring?
Okay.
Are you sure? All right. Let's do this. We're going to get in the ring with the Maniacs. How about the best advice that anyone's ever given you?
Be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Ah. That's a good one.
That's a real good one.
That is really good. How about your favorite mobile app?
The security title
There you go.
closing costs app thing.
All right.
I don't know the technical name, but that's...
All right. How about one productivity tool or software that you use on a regular basis?
I use, Zip Forms. I know it sounds silly, but, I use that every single day. It's critical for my business, so...
Well, and if you're busy with real estate, you're definitely using it every day, right?
Yeah.
So, all right. And we're going to have you draw from the mask. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Let's go for it.
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
That's a big piece of paper. Okay. Oh, well, it says, tell us something most people don't know about you. I think I said that earlier. One thing,
you
but...
have to choose another one. No.
Should I? No, most people don't know that I dropped out of high school. I think that would come as a huge surprise. Something else people don't know about me. I cuss a lot. A lot.
Well, they don't know it because you didn't on the show, so...
A lot. Watch out. Yeah. It's kind of a problem. No.
I'm trying to find a button to push that I just don't know what to push at this point. All right. No, thanks so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if agents that were listening, they want to reach out to you directly.
Yeah.
Whether it's grab a cup of coffee,
Join your
them
team.
with something, or talk about team.
Yeah, please.
How would they do that?
Yeah. You can calling me or texting me is probably the best way. 602-570-8113.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Right there. Heidi, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, of course.
This has
Thanks
been
for
fun.
having me.
Yeah,
That was
Good.
a great show.
Good.
Yeah. I think I like it. Yes. But I like listening to my voice. So
Do you?
I'm just teasing.
He really does, though.
I play it really loud in my car.
Nice.
Turn it way up. Just bumping. No.
And I really like the show. Very authentic.
Good.
Yeah. Thank you
Good.
so much for joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. Well, until next time, this is Jeff Underwood along with
Joey Sampaga.
We are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs.
Yeah.
What? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Have a great day. Take care.
Adios.
All right. Good job.
Was that good?
The Weekly Closer podcast is sponsored by Jake Krabby, NMLS number 877141 at Academy Mortgage. Are you looking to buy or refinance a home? Jake Krabby is your mortgage professional. Contact Jake at 480-442-9291. Jake Krabby is a loan officer at Academy Mortgage, NMLS number 877141. State license for Arizona number 0920357, AZBK number 0904081, and New Mexico number 877141. Academy Mortgage Corporation, NMLS 3113, and New Mexico 01451. Call 480-442-9291. Address 15333 North Pima Road, Suite 205, Scottsdale, Arizona 85260. Academy Mortgage is an equal housing